The second round of the FIM Women's Motocross World Championship got underway at Agueda in Portugal. The first race was won by Olivia Lancelot from Maria Franca with Steffi Laya in third. This was race 2, and straight away Natalie Kane took the whole shot on her HM Plant Red Bull KTM, but came under pressure almost immediately from the defending champion number 1 Steffi Laya, who was through on about lap 3. Olivia Lancelot was third until she made a mistake and would eventually drop down the order to 4th. But up front it was Steffi Laya from Natalie Kane, who was having a good ride in second. Maria Franca was there in third position with Olivia Lancelot 4th, and Larissa Pampamaya recovering from her first race crash to get the Teka Europe Suzuki into 5th position. But that was Maria Franca on the Diga KTM. She was having a good ride, she finished third, but it was a win for Steffi Laya for the second time. MX2, race 1. And it was Christophe Charlier who got a good start, so too Hurlings and Marvin Muscan. Sean Simpson was up there as well, and so too was Ken Roxon. But the KTM Red Bull riders were battling here, Sean Simpson and Jeffrey Hurlings, but it was Hurlings out in front in the early stages and looking like he was going to make it 3 wins out of 3 if you count back to the Grand Prix of the Netherlands 2 weeks before this race. Ken Roxon was in third position, challenging championship leader Marvin Muscan. Well, he would be the championship leader if he was to stay where he was in this race in second position, because the points were really tight prior to this, just 1 point separating Roxon from Muscan. Marvin Muscan eventually, though, passed Hurlings. He went on to win the race from Ken Roxon with Hurlings third. MX1, race 1. And Kai Rowley was up the inside going through the first turn, but didn't get a good start. Instead, the whole shot went to Max Nagel on the Red Bull KTM. Just behind him, Rui Gonçalves, number 22, was having a good ride at his home Grand Prix. And Kai Rowley was coming through the field as well. There he passed Manuel Moni to move himself up into 6th position. Just ahead of him, Xavier Borg in 4th position. David Philipparts was having a good ride there, number 19 on the Monster Energy Rinaldi Yamaha. He had a steady ride to finish in 3rd place. Clement de Salle on the Rockstar Teka Suzuki was 2nd, despite dislocating his shoulder in the first race at the Grand Prix of the Netherlands 1 week ago. But it was Max Nagel who was unstoppable in the first race. MX2, race 2. And all eyes again were on the factory KTMs. Jake Nichols, though, it was who grabbed the whole shot. Sean Simpson was challenging Zach Osborne on the first lap and had this big crash at the top of the hill. Eventually he would come over the line just outside of the points. But up front it was Marvin Muscan, number 1, the new series leader from Ken Roxon and Jeffrey Hurlings. They were the top 3. But then Zach Osborne came to join in the party as well on the bike at Cosworth Yamaha. Eventually he found a way through into 3rd position from that man there, Hurlings, but Hurlings fought back. Then, with a couple of laps to go, this was the pass. Marvin Muscan couldn't. Roxon tried to jump the jump at the top of the hill. He made a mistake, couldn't get the distance, and a back marker, Alexander Tonkov, took him out of 2nd position, and that was championship damage as well. Marvin Muscan won the race, he won the GP, he extends his lead in the championship. MX1, race 2, the final race of the day. And this time Tony Kai Rowley, he changed his start position a little bit more central on the start line, and he got off to the perfect start and was never headed. Behind him, Xavier Borg on the factory Kawasaki was having a good ride. Clement de Salle, the Belgian, on the Rockstar Teka Suzuki was there in 3rd. And Ken Roxon, Ken de Dijker more likely, he decided on the Ritchie Yamaha to challenge as well for a possible podium finish here. And there he was, there with number 77 of Evgeny Bobryshev. About 7th and 8th was Tanel Leok and David Philipparts. They were having their own battle. That's where they would stay throughout the race. But Kai Rowley was up front. Clement de Salle had an eventful ride in 2nd position. Ken de Dijker was 3rd. And this was de Salle passing de Dijker for that 2nd place, a result that would give him the overall Grand Prix victory. But it was a win in the race for Kai Rowley.